and welcome to the Dragon Den. I'm King of Dragons 5000 and today I have another action figure review. Today I'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Deadpool and Wolverine, Deadpool. Getting Deadpool out of the packaging, at first glances it does appear to be the same Deadpool figure we've had a look at in the past. But looks are deceiving, as this Deadpool has a brand new body which is accurate to what we saw in the movie. Though similar, it is very different, and I am glad Hasbro did update the mold to suit the new movie. Having a look at his accessories, Deadpool does come with 2 pairs of hands, as well as his dual Desert Eagles, baby knife, and his 2 katanas. Having a closer look at Deadpool, the first thing to notice is that the red is a much brighter shade from that previous figure. And the sculpt work is accurate to what we saw in the movie, which is pretty good on Hasbro's part. Taking a closer look at the head sculpt, it does appear that it's the exact same head, however the texturing going throughout the mask is updated. The black parts on his mask are actually smooth, and I love the way his eyes look on the mask. I also love the fact that you can see some facial details underneath the mask, which is pretty good, and I like the little nub on the back of his mask. As we have a closer look at his brand new costume, it has a lot of nice details that you can see both in the texturing on the red and the smoothness on the black. The tiny knife holsters on his chest do look good, and there are some parts throughout the costume where we do have hints of gold. And the black is actually nicely painted going throughout his costume, having very little errors on my version. Going across the left side of his chest, he does have his bandolier, which looks eerily similar to his original bandolier. As we move to the back, I think the only real reuse of this figure is the scabbards for his katanas. As we have a look at his arms, his shoulders are just cast in black plastic, but they do have some surprising detail here. Crisp, clean line work is very good here, and it does go all the way to the red, where we do have these straps going across his biceps. Once again, the black paint going across the red is actually very clean, and I have no errors on mine. His arms are cast in that very nice shade of red, where we have that impressive texturing. The wrist cuffs are separate pieces cast in black, and his gloves are done very nicely, and the hints of gold on his gloves look really good. As we have a look at his belt, Deadpool is wearing a brand new belt with the insignia in the middle. We do have golden clips on either side of the insignia, and the utility pouches look really good, especially with their gold buckles. On the sides of either hip, we do have his holsters, which do house his Desert Eagles. They do a really good job securing his guns, as they look really good even holstered. On his right thigh, we only have 1 strap with some gold buckles, and on the left leg we do have 2 straps with gold buckles. His legs are just going to be in that red plastic, which carry over that impressive texturing, but we also get some line work in the front and the back. His knee pads are nicely sculpted, outlined in black paint, and they do have some detailing. As we get to the bottom of his legs, you can see Deadpool does have some armor on either side of his calves. The black paint is very clean here, and we do get some gold buckles here as well. And on the right calf we do have baby knife, which sits in the holster very well. Then we do have some armor plating on the top of his foot, and most of his shoe is going to be done in black plastic. There is some nice texture and detailing here on his boot, and I really like the fact that his heel is also done in red paint. Overall, this Deadpool has some surprising detail, and the amount of paintwork in it is far beyond what we've seen in most Marvel Legend figures. It's a breath of fresh air to see all the little details here on Deadpool, and the texturing on his costume is top notch. So with the paint and details out of the way, let's compare Deadpool to our usual suspects. As you would imagine, being part of the Marvel Legends series, Deadpool is going to fit nicely with the rest of your Marvel Legends collection, especially any figure from the MCU. Although he will be a tad bit smaller than domestic lines, he is going to be a little bit too tall to fit into true 1/12 scale. And getting him posed next to Wolverine and the original Deadpool figure, you can see some improvements were made on this Deadpool. Deadpool is going to have a double ball joint in the head and a ball joint in the neck. Butterfly joints in his shoulders. Arms hinge out to the side and do a full 360. He has a swivel in the bicep and double hinges in his elbow. He will have a basic hinge and swivel at his wrist. Deadpool is going to have an ab crunch as well as a waist swivel. His legs do kick forward, go back, out to the side, and have a thigh swivel. He has a double bend in the knee, a hinge in the ankle, and forward-facing pin for rocker. Deadpool and Wolverine was one of my favorite movies that I've seen this year, and I was very excited when Hasbro announced toyline from the movie. One thing I am thoroughly impressed with is that Hasbro actually went all in with this toyline, as both Deadpool and Wolverine are going to be completely brand new sculpts. Deadpool's costume for the most part is going to be very accurate to the movie, and one thing I absolutely love is the brighter shades of red. Although he does seem very similar to that original Deadpool figure, there's a lot of brand new parts of Deadpool where it feels like the only reuse is actually his scabbard. This Deadpool does a lot of things right with both the paint job and the sculpt work, as we do get lots of hints of gold on his costume. Though one major drawback to this Deadpool is he is going to be lacking accessories, as he does not come with the same amount of hands as that original Deadpool figure. It's a little bit unfortunate because we don't get alternate hands to replicate the opening scene of the movie, however those old hands still fit on this new figure. Hasbro has done an excellent job here with Deadpool, and it has to be one of the best figures they've made all year. Now both Deadpool and Wolverine are actually quite hard to come by, as a lot of collectors and casual fans are looking for these two figures. At the time I'm making this video, he is still available for pre-order and on sale on sites like Big Bad Toy Store and Amazon, and I did get mine from Big Bad Toy Store. If you're a fan of Deadpool and Wolverine, or just want a very good Deadpool in your collection, this is a figure I strongly recommend you pick up. And before you go, I want to say thank you for watching another video here on the Dragon Den. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out the rest of my Marvel Legend videos. If you're in a position to help out the Dragon Den, check out my Patreon, where I have some exclusive content and early access videos. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, recent pickups, latest prints, and as always, ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, my loyal Dragonites coming from the Dragon Den, I'm King of Dragons 5000, reminding you to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. I'll see you next time.